urgent situation. And the consequences will grow worse each day if we do not act.
And that is the largest single-day point loss ever. The U.S. needs to act soon to prevent a global financial panic.
Lehman Brothers got caught in this financial tsunami. Key lending bank, Lehman
Hello,
Brothers...
my name is Satoshi. If you are receiving this message, our revolution has begun. But before we begin the fight, there are some things you must know about our enemies. It all began in 2007. Corporate greed and a flawed credit system caused one of the worst global financial crises the world had ever seen. I knew I had to do something to tip the balance back in our favor. I invented a technology called the blockchain that I believed could finally make our financial systems more transparent. But sadly, those who pulled the strings of the world's economy did not take kindly to this intrusion into their territory. They found ways to manipulate the technology, and I began hearing whispers of a plot to seize control once and for all. I immediately went into hiding and began working on something to give us a chance in the fight that I knew was soon to come. In 2019, my worst fears were confirmed. They called it the Great Pandemic. It was a deadly disease that rapidly swept the world, causing death, economic chaos, and deep political division. It mutated relentlessly, resisting every vaccine. World leaders became desperate and agreed to an indefinite global lockdown that they thought could finally kill off the pandemic. The lockdown was to be enforced by a global surveillance system called Providence that was developed by a company called Alpha Corporation, led by a man named Frank Fazor. Their sinister plan was coming to fruition. You see, in 2011, I learned Alpha Corporation was a front for a secret society that called themselves the Defenders of Freedom, and that they would stop at nothing to maintain their power and wealth. Composed of industry titans and corrupt politicians, they operated completely above the law. I knew that to stop them, I would need a power no single human could possess. So I changed my very being to become more than human. I bound my body and mind to a powerful cybernetic suit that could harness the global computing power backing the blockchain network. But I was too late. By the time I had finished my evolution, the DOF had already put their plan into motion. Once Project Providence was activated, the DOF used their advanced surveillance and weaponry to overthrow the world's governments and take control. Those who supported their cause were welcomed into the city centers. Those who did not were cast to the outskirts to fend for themselves. They shut down most of the blockchain network and crippled my strength. Stripped of my power, I secretly recruited believers in our cause to join me in leading a global rebellion. I imbued them with powerful masks derived from my suit to combat the DOF surveillance and learn advanced fighting tactics. But we were far too few and were spread far too thin. Our initial rebellion failed, so I went back to the drawing board to do the only thing I knew how: create. Now, I believe I have developed something that will give us a fighting chance. I call it the bioprinter, and it will allow us to focus our efforts on the head of the beast, the DOF headquarters in New York City, without ever leaving our homes. Using the bioprinter, you can print and remotely control a powerful biosynthetic avatar that uses a sophisticated machine learning system to constantly evolve from your battles. Each time your biosynth is destroyed, the data you gather will be uploaded to the bioprinter and used to improve your biosynth the next time you print. I've also equipped your biosynth with a robotic ally named Aurora. She will be your eyes and ears, providing you with crucial intel as you battle. You will begin your battle on the outskirts, which are currently controlled by 3 ruthless gangs, hired by the DOF to squash any signs of rebellion. I must be clear that defeating them will not be an easy task, but I am confident that with persistence, you will not fail. You cannot fail. There is no time to waste. Print your biosynth and get out there. And remember, You are the revolution.